Welcome back into SportsTownChicago.com. You've been listening to On the Board with Ryan and Sarah. Sarah left. I'm still here, though, and joining me in the studio right now is the Swink, Nick Swink. And, Nick, we have a very, very awesome guest on the phone line right now. Why don't you give it away for us, Nick, please?
Yes, we do. We have the must-see WWE Superstar, the Tag Team Champions, The Miz.
Thank you very much for having me. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks for coming on. So, Miz, tonight is a big night for you guys. It's WWE week, all week on USA. And tonight you got Super SmackDown. And tomorrow night is the 12th annual WWE Tribute to the Troops. Why don't you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yeah, we've been doing this Tribute to the Troops for 12 years now, and it's incredible each and every time. WWE has been to Iraq. We've been to Bahrain. We've been to Afghanistan. We've put on shows over there, and we've been to Fort Hood, Fort Bragg, and now this time we're doing Fort Benning in Columbus, Georgia. And it's the WWE Superstars that you see on Raw and SmackDown, but this time our audience is our United States Armed Forces, and it's incredible to see, you know, our soldiers in their uniforms with their families, with their friends, and just enjoying a really special show. Not only are you going to see the Superstars, but you also have Florida Georgia Line putting on a performance that is incredible, as well as celebrity messages from Angelina Jolie, Ava Longoria, the Kardashians, and many more. So this is a really special show to give back to our United States Armed Forces for all that they do, all that they sacrifice, the time, you know, their lives, you know, what they do. It's truly incredible, and the little things you can do to give back to show that you appreciate and respect what they do over there for us.
Yeah, that's really great, what you guys do for the troops. Again, that's coming on tomorrow night on USA at 6 Eastern, 7 Central. So real quick, I wanted to ask you, you know, you're Mr. Hollywood now, and you got yourself a stunt double. I got to ask you, what's it like working with Damien Mizdow?
Well, you know, when Damien was first, you know, starting to be my stunt double, he basically asked me, he wanted to be an actor, kind of like me, and so I said, listen, if you want to be an actor, you have to do everything I do. You have to do the Stanislavski method of acting, and when you're a method actor, you take on physically, mentally, and emotionally what the other person is doing. So I said the easiest way to do that is just mirror everything I do, and you may someday could possibly be as good an actor as I am.
That's great, because Mizdow is definitely very good at method acting. Other thing I wanted to ask you, you know, this past Sunday, TLC was in Cleveland. This past Monday, Raw was in Cleveland. I know you're a Cleveland native. How did it feel, though, to get booed by your hometown crowd?
You know, I don't get it. I really don't. What have I done that is so bad that make people want to hate me? I mean, I come home. My parents are in the audience. My friends are in the audience. I come out, and I'm thinking I'm going to get a hero's welcome. You know, something that, you know, this is a guy that was from Cleveland, Ohio, that got out. They got out and went to Hollywood and now is on one of the biggest shows that has ever been in Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown. You know, I've had 3 movies, different movies that I've played in. You know, I do all these amazing things, and I walk out thinking I'm going to get a hero's welcome, and I just get booed out of the building. It's unbelievable. You know, it's you know, I try so hard to give people what they want, and they just disrespect me. But you know what? I rise above that kind of situation because I'm better than that. I think what happens is when people see someone so successful, they get jealous, and it happens all the time.
Well, how do you feel about Dolph Ziggler getting a huge ovation from the Cleveland crowd? Because I know Dolph is also from Cleveland.
That's what I really don't get. I mean, when I walk on the street, you know, people recognize me. People know exactly who I am. You know, sometimes when Dolph walks on the street, I can't imagine he gets the reaction that I get. You know, I'm a little more famous, well, a lot more famous, but, you know, who's counting?
The Miz is with us here on SportsTownChicago.com. He joins us on the Illinois Center for Broadcasting hotline. If interested in a career in broadcasting, you can call 630-916-1700 or go to beonair.com. Miz, I understand that you were at the Browns game this past Sunday when they took on the Bengals, and my guy Johnny Football, you know, had made his starting debut in the NFL, and I saw the Instagram post you had of striking the Manziel pose. Johnny Football is my guy. I feel like you kind of jinxed them a little bit against the Bengals game because the Bengals just were all over Cleveland 30-0. You're killing me, Smalls.
I jinxed them. You're telling me I jinxed them?
Yes, a little bit.
I think the jinx was the preparation week in getting prepared for this game because they did not look like everyone was on the same page. They were off on defense, on offense, the offensive line. The running game was terrible. The passing game was terrible. People were dropping balls. I mean, it was like he looked like a little kid with a bunch of men on the field. And I'm hoping, this is not going to be another, Whedon, McCoy, Couch, Quinn, Anderson. I'm trying to find the jersey that I could actually keep for more than a season.
I was so glad also that you brought up the legendary. I put that with quotations. The legendary Tim Couch, one of the at the time one of the best draft picks in NFL history. And Tim Couch, I don't know if he was pretty successful at all. But as Nick kind of mentioned, is that they kind of booed you in Cleveland this past Monday. But I'm thinking those boo birds were maybe just from how the Browns did against the Bengals. I mean, maybe don't take it like that.
By the way, how can they boo me? I bring championships to Cleveland. Browns never done that. Cavaliers don't do that. Indians don't do that. I bring championships to Cleveland. That's what I do.
Well, here, at least you're not in Chicago where these Bears are. It's worse here in Chicago, so, I mean, don't feel like it's
Bears
that bad.
So bad. That's what I don't understand. How are they so bad? They have a great quarterback. They have a great running back.
Oh, Miz, he's not a great quarterback. He's not great.
Listen, I will take Jay Cutler any day of the week. The dude's got a rifle. I don't know what the problem. The defense is just very sloppy, very horrible. Sometimes the offensive line doesn't give them enough time. But, I mean, they have so many weapons. They have all the tools to be and all the talent to be such an amazing team, and they always end up falling up short. I don't get it, and I don't understand.
It's just a sloppy scene here with Mark Trestman and Aaron Kromer. If Cleveland wants to take the contract of $150 million for Jay Cutler, please, Miz, you got a lot of star power.
Yeah,
let them take it.
Worth all that. I didn't say he was worth all that, but I mean, it's like when the Cowboys complain about Tony Romo. I'm like, you guys got to be kidding me. This guy is a very good quarterback. You guys don't know what it's like to have a bad quarterback. Have Brandon Weeden for a season. See how you feel.
Well, we've had there was Cordell Stewart and Jim Miller, so we've had our share of bad quarterbacks. So we can kind of share that kind of pain as well. So no worries there.
Yeah, I think we're a bunch of crybabies when they complain about Jay Cutler.
Well, welcome to Chicago.
Well, Miz, thank you so much for joining us. I know you got a busy schedule, so thanks for taking some time out to talk with us today.
Absolutely. Thank you guys very much. And remember, Tribute to the Troops is tomorrow on USA at 8 p.m., as well as it'll be replayed on December 27th on NBC at 8 p.m. And I'm telling you something, this is really a feel-good show when you can sit down by the fireplace with your family, with your friends, and just watch and smile and see our armed forces, smiling with their families and their friends. And it's definitely going to be a lot of fun. So definitely you're not going to want to miss it.
All right. Thanks very much, Miz. Once again, the Miz.
Thanks, Miz.
Going to be on WWE Tribute to the Troops this Wednesday, 6/7 Central on USA. Again, tonight, Super SmackDown is on USA, 8/7 Central. And also tonight on main event on the WWE Network. Earlier start time, 7 Eastern, 6 Central. And it's a big week this week for WWE.
Yep, and you guys can find The Miz on Twitter if you want to give him a follow as well, at Mike The Miz. He was just with us here on SportsTownChicago.com.